Algebra 1, Sensei Learning System, Lesson 12. We're going to graph these by converting these into slope-intercept forms. First, I want to isolate y, so I'm going to subtract this positive 2x. So minus 2x here. The 2x's cancel and I get 5y equals, I want to write the negative 2x first and then the 20. Then from there I want to divide both sides, all sides by 5 to isolate the y. What I end up with is a y equals negative 2/5 x, and 20 divided by 5 equals 4. Okay. So this implies my slope is negative 2/5, and my y-intercept will be 0 for x and 4 for y. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So then, to get to my next point, I'm going to go down 2 and then over 5. So here I go down 2, 1, 2, and then over 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So again, down 2 and then over 5 times. And that takes me to this new point right here. The location of this new point is x is 5 and y is 2. And that's my graph. Next, I want to graph this by converting this into slope-intercept form. So I want to solve for y, so we're going to take this positive 4x and use a negative 4x to cancel it out. So minus 4x, we do to one side, you do it to the other, so minus 4x. So you're left with a negative 2y equals, and here we're going to place the negative 4x first and then the positive 10 behind it. Now I want to divide by negative 2 on both sides. Divided by negative 2 here gives me positive 1y. Divided by negative 2 here gives me a negative 4 divided by negative 2, which is positive 2x. And 10 divided by negative 2 gives me negative 5. Okay, this implies that my slope here will be 2, and I'll put it over 1 for the run, so rise 2, run 1. And my y-intercept will be x equals 0, and y is negative 5. So I'll go here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is 0, negative 5. And now I'm going to rise 2 times and run 1 time. So let's rise 2 times to here, and then we're going to run over 1 time. That takes us to this new point here. Now the coordinate of that new point would be x is 1 right here, and the y would be here at negative 3 right here. And we're finished. Okay. Next, we're going to graph this linear equation. We're going to put it in slope-intercept form. The slope-intercept form will, first I need to solve for y, so we'll get rid of this subtracting 2x by putting an adding 2x on this side, and what we do to one side, we do to the other. So another adding 2x here. These cancel, leaving the 7y, the equals. And then we're going to put the positive 2x first, followed by the negative 21. Okay. Then we're going to divide both sides by 7. Yes, divide by 7. And this simplifies to a 1y. This fraction remains 2 over 7, x. And negative 21 divided by a positive 7 is a negative 3. Okay, so this implies my slope is 2/7, and my y coordinate, my my y-intercept. X is 0, and the y value is going to be -3. So let's find that point, 0, -3, which is 1, 2, 3. Okay. Next, I'm going to rise 2 and then run 7 to get to my next coordinate. So rise 2 times and then run 7 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. And so again, rising 2 and then running 7 puts me at this place right here. Okay. And this new point right here is at x is 7, and it's at y is -1 right here. Okay, finish. Okay. All right. This problem here, number 4. We're going to solve for y by first getting rid of the subtracting 3x. So we're going to use adding 3x to both sides. When you do it to one side, you do it to the other. This will give me the the x's will end up canceling out, and we'll end up with a -7y equals. We'll put the positive 3x first, and then the -28. And next, I'm going to divide by -7. Okay. -7 divided by -7 leaves us with 1y. And 3 divided by -7 leaves us with -3/7 and x. And -28 divided by -7 leaves us with a +4. Okay. So my slope is going to be -3/7. Whereas my y-intercept always leaves with x equals 0 and 4 here at the end for my y-intercept. So 0, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is 0, 4. And to get to my next point, I'm going to go down 3 times and run 7 times. So going down 3 times, 1, 2, 3, and then we'll go over 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So again, down 3 times and then over 7 times. Takes me to this point right here. Connect the dots. Okay. And so what I end up with is the point is going to be x is 7. And the y for that point is going to be 1. Okay. So let's do a quick recap. Any equation written with y first, then the slope next to x, and then a number for the y-intercept, this is called the Slope-Intercept Form. Okay, and so this is what we were using to graph. Now, when we had the x's and y's on one side, x's and y's on one side together, starting off that way, and then some number on the other side. This is called standard form. So we were starting off with a standard form, converting it into slope-intercept form so it can be graphed.